I tell people about this proposed 1,800-acre solar farm going in on one of the last grasslands in not only upstate New York, but New England as a whole, they always say to me, we'll have them do some environmental impact surveys. Surely they will not be allowed to proceed. I'm here to tell you that ORES, the Office of Renewable Energy Siting, under the direction of our governor, has already purchased environmental surveys. They've already done their due diligence to check in on what type of impacts are going to happen to this grasslands and also the threatened and endangered species that live there. The Department of Environmental Conservation of this very state designated this grassland because it knew just how many sensitive, threatened, and endangered species live there. ORES went ahead and bought these environmental surveys. I'm going to show you what they look like. This is all public knowledge right on the ORES website. In every single document that has been filed for Fort Edward Solar, the information related to the endangered species and habitat threats has been redacted. Every single time. You cannot find a single piece of information related to the actual impacts that are going to happen to the species that live here, the land, the water, none of it. The water table, all of that's been redacted. Fort Edward Solar, otherwise known as Boralex, out of Canada, has filed multiple 10-plus requests for non-disclosures to make sure that this information has been wiped from public viewing. Here are just some of the files on the ORES website. Turns out New York State has two laws that they can hide behind, the New York Environmental Conservation Law and the New York Public Officers Law, that allows corporations, foreign corporations in this case, to come in and utilize American farmland and hide from public review information related to threatened species. When New York passed this law, they said it would protect the species so that people didn't know where their sensitive habitat was and they couldn't go disturb them or kill them. But in this case, it's being hijacked for a corporation in the name of green energy so that the public can't fact check what they're doing and outside scientists can't weigh in on the level of environmental destruction that is about to ensue. And this is exactly what they want. Those redactions tell you all you need to know. If that information hadn't been redacted, there would probably be environmental agencies here up in arms from around the world. There are that many threatened and endangered species on this grassland. But since that information is redacted, we cannot coordinate and attack back on what they are doing on our land. I have never seen such a blatant crushing of transparency in my entire life. And it's right there for you and I to see. The only solution here is the world's most aggressive attorneys that I am hoping to fund with my nonprofit, the American Land Rescue Fund, coming in here and changing this precedent, because if this is allowed to be set, we are going to have much larger problems than simply talking about what's happening in Fort Edward. This should have any American enraged and terrified that this has been allowed to go on and that they think we are so stupid we don't know what they're doing here. I also want to thank everyone who donated the first day of the nonprofit being in existence yesterday. We are well on our way to being able to fund these attorneys, so thank you guys. Lots more to come.